Hello, I'm Adam Newman. This is my official YouTube channel. Please subscribe and support the Young and the Restless spoilers. Welcome back to our channel, everyone. Today is a beautifully chaotic day, and we have an absolute mountain of drama to unpack together. Grab your snacks, hydrate, and prepare yourselves, because the tea we are serving today is piping hot and completely unbelievable. You guys, I am deceased. Stop what you are doing. I am literally shaking. Wait, we need to talk about this now. I am literally filming this while I'm running errands because I just had to jump on here and vent. I was mid skincare and smeared charcoal mask all over the rug when the realization of what is happening on our screens finally hit me, and I literally had to yeet my phone across the room. Send help. My soul has actually left my body. We are not just watching the show anymore. We are completely, irrevocably invested, and I am personally victimized by the sheer audacity of Victor Newman, Nikki Newman, and Jack Abbott. I am pacing around my living room like a madwoman because the foundational pillars of Genoa City are straight up crumbling into dust right before our very eyes, and I am hyperventilating. Wait, backtrack for a second. I missed a step. Let us set the scene, because the vibes are genuinely so dark right now. Victor Newman, the great and powerful puppet master, is legit sitting in his massive, overly leather-decorated ranch, and he is straight up depressed. Yes, you heard me. The mustache is in his sad boy era. He is so incredibly bored and disillusioned with his life right now. I mean, sure, he just successfully pulled off a hostile takeover of Phyllis Summers' company using some unhinged AI program, which is honestly so unhinged. Like, since when is Victor a tech bro? But deep down, the man is empty. He wants Nikki back. He wants his wife to return to the family fold and play the dutiful, adoring matriarch. He is looking around his empire, realizing that all the money and power in the world cannot keep his bed warm, and he wants Nikki to just magically forget decades of trauma and come running back to him. Bestie, be for real right now. But here is the absolute kicker. Nikki is so completely, utterly done with him. She's looking at Victor, and all she sees is a genuinely disgusting human being. And honestly, she is right. Nikki has finally woken up and smelled the toxic coffee. She recognizes that Victor is a repulsive, controlling monster who treats people like chess pieces. Did I say that yet? Ugh, my brain is mush. Moving on, Nikki is rightfully furious. She is looking at the way Victor is destroying Phyllis, the way he is threatening Michael Baldwin, the way his entire existence is just a black hole of manipulation, and she is thoroughly repulsed. She does not want to go back to him. The thought of returning to the Newman Ranch makes her physically ill. She's entirely burnt out on the Victor Newman experience, and honestly, we love a self-aware queen setting boundaries. Oh, hold on. I should have mentioned this earlier, but Nikki is currently stuck in this incredibly messy, complicated alliance/relationship with Jack Abbott. Yes, Jack. They are plotting against Victor together, leaving Nikki's fingerprints all over Jack's new corporate attack plans. Nikki is basically using Jack as her shield and her weapon because she is so desperately trying to sever her ties with Victor. But it is messy, you guys. It is so chaotic. Nikki is trapped in this weird emotional limbo where she is relying on Jack, but she is also deeply entangled in the Abbott family drama. Diane Jenkins just caught Nikki and Jack in a highly compromising, intimate moment, and the tension is so thick you could cut it with a chainsaw. Nikki is stuck. She is exhausted, and she is just trying to survive the absolute hurricane that is her life right now. Wait, I'm glitching. Okay, back to the main event. Because if you thought the corporate espionage and the love triangle vibes were crazy, you need to sit down. I am not joking. Physically sit down right now. Victor, in his obsessive, paranoid quest to figure out what Nikki and Jack are hiding, went digging. Because of course he did. Victor cannot just let people breathe. He has to investigate every single shadow. And what he found? You guys, I cannot even say it without screaming. Victor discovered the most disgusting, world-shattering, absolutely feral secret between Jack and Nikki. They have a secret child together. I'm literally hyperventilating right now. A secret child? A whole entire human being that Jack Abbott and Nikki Newman created and somehow managed to hide from Victor Newman, the man who literally has cameras in the Genoa City water supply? How is this even mathematically, biologically, or chronologically possible? I am spiraling. My brain is legit short-circuiting trying to figure out the timeline here. When did this happen? Was it during one of their countless affairs? Was it during a cabin retreat? Did she hide the pregnancy under a series of increasingly large designer blazers? I am genuinely losing my mind over the logistics of this. Did I say that yet? I am so unwell. And don't even get me started on the vibes of Victor finding this out. Imagine the sheer cinematic mayhem of Victor Newman holding a DNA test or a birth certificate, his mustache twitching with the force of 1,000 earthquakes. He realizes that his wife, the woman he considers his absolute property, has a secret biological child with his absolute worst enemy. It is the ultimate betrayal. It is the one thing Victor cannot buy, control, or undo. Jack Abbott, the man Victor has spent half a century trying to crush, shares a permanent, living, breathing bond with Nikki. The absolute psychological warfare of this moment is astronomical. I am calling it. The villain arc is about to go nuclear. Victor is not just going to get mad, he's going to scorch the earth. So what does Victor do? Does he confront her calmly? Does he go to therapy? Of course not. He straight up files for divorce. Boom. The papers are drawn up, the lawyers are called, and Victor is officially pulling the plug on the great Newman romance. He is completely disgusted by the secret, and in his mind, Nikki is now tainted forever. He wanted her back so badly, he was practically whining about his empty life. But the second he finds out she has a kid with Jack, he slams the door shut. It is so hypocritical, and so deeply Victor. He can have 1,000,000 secret families. He can literally lock people in dungeons. But Nikki has a secret child and suddenly he is the victim? They are officially on my do not perceive list. I am so done with his double standards. But let's talk about Nikki for a second, because my girl has every right to be angry. Nikki is looking at these divorce papers, and she is probably just laughing in his face. She already thought he was disgusting. She already wanted out. This divorce is honestly the best thing that could happen to her, even if the secret child reveal is the most chaotic way to get there. Nikki has been suffocating under Victor's thumb for decades. She is legit standing in her truth right now, looking at the monster she married, and saying, good riddance. She is angry that he is judging her. She is angry that he is acting like the moral authority, and she is straight up furious that he is once again making everything about his ego, manifesting a total dumpster fire by the next update, because Nikki is not going to go quiet. She is going to take half of everything and look flawless doing it. And then there is Jack. Oh my god. Jack Abbott? Bestie, be for real right now. Jack has been running around town trying to win Diane back, literally handing her a vintage ring from Josephine Baker's jewelry box, crying about how much he loves her. Meanwhile, he is hiding a whole entire child with Nikki. The sheer audacity of this man. He is a clown, a literal circus act. He is trying to play the devoted husband to Diane while simultaneously managing a secret family with the matriarch of the Newman Empire. Jack's delusion is genuinely unparalleled. I cannot even fathom the level of gaslighting he is going to attempt when Diane finds out about this child. Speaking of Diane, let us just take a moment of silence for the absolute wreckage that is about to be her life. Patty Williams literally just warned Diane. Patty looked Diane dead in the eye and told her she was in danger, that things were going to get worse. And Patty was right. Patty is a prophet. Diane was already furious about Jack and Nikki's little alliance. She already caught them in a compromising position, and now she is going to find out that her husband shares a secret child with Victor Newman's wife. Diane is going to burn the Abbott mansion to the ground. I am genuinely terrified for Jack's safety. Diane has worked so hard to prove she is a changed woman, but this is the kind of betrayal that brings the old, ruthless Diane back from the grave. She is going to end him. Wait, I'm glitching again. Let's just look at the big picture here. Nick is currently tied up in an abandoned gas station in Vegas, fighting for his life against Matt Clark, completely unaware that his parents' marriage has just imploded in the most spectacular way possible. Adam is out there playing 4D chess to save Nick, while back home, his father is filing for divorce because his mother has a secret sibling for them with Jack Abbott. The entire Newman family tree is basically a tangled mess of thorns and poison ivy at this point. How are Nick and Victoria going to react to this secret sibling? Victoria is already out here trying to destroy Phyllis and Sally Spectra. When she finds out she has a half-sibling who is half Abbott, her head is going to spin right off her shoulders. This is the most insane, unfiltered, chaotic storyline I have ever witnessed in my entire life of watching this show. I am physically vibrating from the sheer gravity of these events. I am clutching my chest, pacing my floor, and screaming into a pillow because I am too unwell to handle this. Victor filing for divorce is the end of an era, but the secret child is the beginning of a war that is going to tear Genoa City apart. I am so deep in this lore that my grip on reality is completely slipping. This is my entire personality now. I will not be answering texts. I will not be going to work. I will only be analyzing the genetic impossibility of the Jack and Nikki secret baby. We are witnessing history, besties, and it is a glorious, toxic, beautiful train wreck.